Hey YouTube, it's been a while since I've uploaded a video. My system tests are probably only going to be a few months apart, maybe longer, depending on how often I change out the alarms. So I have a huge selection of videos I'm planning on uploading. They're mostly how-to videos and product demonstrations. But a pretty common question to newbies to the exit sign industry is how to install an exit sign to an electrical cord. Usually, like if you go to a home improvement store like Home Depot or Lowe's, you can buy an it's basically an extension cord, but the end is already cut off and pre-stripped. You can buy one of those, but it's usually cheaper just to buy a cheap extension cord and cut the end off. This is the end that you're obviously going to want to keep, so you can plug it into a receptacle. So there are two different types of extension cords, three different types actually. One where both the prongs are the same width, one like this where it's polarized and one prong is wider than the other, and then a third type where there is a grounding pin at the bottom. For most exit signs, the kind with any kind will work, but if you have a green wire coming out of your exit sign, you are going to have to get the kind with the grounding pin at the bottom. That's the third prong. Okay, and I usually use the polarized one just to be safe. I mean, it's not required. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to cut off the end where you would plug something into if it were still an extension cord. And then if yours is polarized, meaning that one prong is larger than the other, you need to figure out which side is hot and which side is neutral. You're going to do that by looking at the larger prong, which will be the neutral. So for mine, the larger prong right now is on the left side, so that means the left conductor is the neutral, so I'm going to follow that conductor all the way down the extension cord until I would get to the end. Then I would mark the side that was the neutral. I would mark the opposite side black, because that side is the hot. And the neutral side is the white wire, and the hot side is the black wire. So again, the smaller pin is going to be the black wire, which is hot, and then the larger pin is going to be the neutral wire, which is white. Now, you're probably not going to need to use the red wire if there is one coming out of your exit sign. That is basically for 240 volt setups, usually in commercial buildings. The average house, especially like in a bedroom, is going to be 120 volts. Okay, so once you get to the end of your extension cord and you've marked the end with the black marker, the hot side, you're going to want to strip both of the wires. Okay, you want to strip just enough where the conductor can touch the metal plate inside the wire nut and touch the other wires. If you do it too long, the metal conductor can stick out of the wire nut, which is not good because it can cause an arc, which is basically sparks flying from another wire to a different wire. That usually trips the circuit breaker, but you can start a fire that way. So basically, once you've stripped the wires, you're going to take the black wire and connect it to the, you're going to take the white wire and connect it to the side that you do not mark with the black pin, the black marker. Using a wire nut, setting for the black one, just take the black wire and cap it with this wire nut to the side that you marked with the black wire. So basically, black to black and unmarked to white. Assuming your extension cord is white, that should be easy. So that's basically that. Make sure you use wire nuts. I hot glued mine down, so whenever the faceplate is on, you don't see the wires. If you don't hot glue them down, you could end up seeing the wire being pressed up against the lettering, and that's kind of ugly. So that's basically that. What I have here, I have another cord you see. This is going to another exit sign. And then from there, it's going to my emergency light. They're running off battery power right now because I unplugged this to show you. I do have a little thing on here, a little tag. So yeah, you don't, especially if you're a newbie, you're a beginner, you probably don't want to send it to another exit sign until you know what you're doing. And if you do want to connect another exit sign to it, again, you're going to want to strip the wires and mark which side is neutral, which side is hot. The hot is black in case you've already forgotten. And then basically you're going to stick these wires into the caps you already have. So you'll stick this hot wire into the hot cap and the neutral wire into the neutral cap, which is already there. So if you do that setup, you'll have 3 wires coming out of one cap. One from the power, one to the Exosign, and then one to the next unit. So if you have any questions, post them in the comments. I've been getting kind of lazy with looking at the comments and even logging on to my YouTube account. So hopefully I'll answer them quickly for you. So thank you for watching. I also thought I should tell you that regarding these wire nuts I showed you, this is what they look like when they're not installed. There's like a metal plate in there. What you're going to do is you're going to twist the wires together and then slide them in here and then twist this around the wires. When you strip the wires, you want to strip them enough where they won't, where the metal insulator is not above the opening of this, okay? You want to make it where the metal insulator is below the opening of this, because you're going to have exposed wiring if you do not do that. And if the wires you twist together are not secured together well enough, the current will travel through the metal plate in here to the other wires. So make sure they're tight in there. You don't want this falling off on you. So, and these come in different sizes, so you want to make sure you get the correct size for your wire. You can look it up online, and it says on the packaging of these. So just go to your local home improvement store or Ace Hardware, Lowe's, or Home Depot.